Behind every smile is a story of pain, strength, and resilience. The Blueprint Podcast is where those stories are told, where we heal, evolve, and reclaim what's ours. And whether you're a woman finding her voice or a man ready to listen and grow, this space is for you. Together, we rise back into her. Hey friends, did you miss me? Well, welcome back to another episode of the Blueprint Podcast with your host, none other than Yanique. Yes, thank you for having me. Yay, guys. I know. Yeah, I have been MIA. I know the season almost ended abruptly, but hey, I don't do unfinished job. So here I am to officially close it out. But life has been lifing. Your girl was on go. But there comes a time when you got to pull back, slow down, and re-energize your body. So for the last few months, that's what I've been doing. But I don't do unfinished job. So I'm here to actually say goodbye for season 2 and officially wrap it up and let you know, wrap it up. Guys, remember to wrap it up. Anyways, and, officially close out this season. A lot has been happening. I did a lot in 2025. Super proud of myself. Super proud. And if you are a viewer, you probably is proud of me too. But it required a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of energy. And so the body eventually said, "What you doing, girl? You need to slow down. You need to rest." And so I've been resting. So today I want to talk about a few things. I'm going to go through my notes occasionally. Been looking at my phone, but I think it's important to speak about what has been happening. I'm very big on self-care, mental health, processing your trauma, and all of that. And so I think it's extremely important for us to tackle some of those things today. So the first thing I want to tackle today is mental health. Yes, I've learned that the strongest thing that you can do is stepping away from anything that drains you. Like a lot of people don't have the willpower to walk away and reset, re-energize, and rejuvenate, right? So they continue going and they continue growing, and then their body is completely drained. And don't get me wrong, we live in a society where, especially with what I'm doing, creating content, creating motivational videos and encouraging other people. But I am of the impression that you can't pour into others if you are almost empty, or if you need others to pour into you, or if you just need to refill your cup. You can't do that. And so it's important for you to recognize, be so self-aware that you recognize that you are draining. And so while I agree that consistency is important, I also believe that being present, being fit, being healthy, being strong is more important. And you have to take care of yourself. You have to come to that realization. Not me, not your mom, not your daddy, not your sister, and definitely not your co-workers. You have to make that decision. And so I want to encourage y'all to take time out for yourself, whether it means pulling away from anything at all that you recognize that is draining you. Your energy is important. Your intuition, trust it. If you feel like somebody's not with you, or you feel like something is going wrong, chances are it is. And so you have to learn to pull yourself away from those environments and those spaces. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is being. I don't know about you, if you're a mom and you're watching this, especially if you're a single mom, trust me, I completely relate with you. It's not easy. And it's certainly not easy for me because 1, I'm in a completely different country. 2, I don't have much support. 3, I am doing it all alone. Yes. All right, let me take that back. I have a little tiny tips of help. I have some help. But what I have come to recognize is my personality tend to think about how others will feel. And so I don't try to put people in a position where I feel like they're probably gonna be drained too, or they probably have their life going on that me adding another burden to them may be too much. And so part of me being drained is probably because I'm not seeking help, probably because I'm not reaching out and asking. And so the lesson that I've learned from this is don't be afraid to ask for help. There are people out there that may be willing to help you, but they're probably thinking, oh my goodness, she got it all figured out. She's such a beast. She is a strong Black woman, and I hate that term. Do not call me no strong Black woman. I am, but do not call me that. And you're probably like, that, Yanique, that don't make no sense. It probably don't. But especially when they add the word independent, strong Black independent woman. No, I'm weak like a rat. I am weak like a rat. Send help. Send help. So yes, I'm going into that era where I need help. So if you can help me, you can help me, you can help me. Come. I need the help. I need it. I'm not strong. I'm not strong. I'm not no strong, independent Black woman. I need the help. So send it my way. Send it my way. So, but my son is amazing. He's doing wonderful. He is living his best life right now. Summer is all for him. And, you know, as time go by and every summer comes and I try to navigate that and what that will look like for him, because of course I need childcare, he needs to be in camp. There's so much that I have to figure out that to some it may seems like I'm moving slowly, but to me my brain is going 100 miles an hour trying to figure out what am I gonna do? How am I gonna work the summer out? Where am I gonna put him? Is he going to go to camp? Is he going to go stay with family? There's just so much to consider. And I also have to take into consideration that everybody have their life as well. So while I am now more open and accepting of the help, I am also still aware. So I've actually figured out this summer, and for the last 2 weeks, I've been child-free, and that's why I'm doing this video now. It's the last night of the 2 week, and I said, Yanique, you don't do unfinished job. You told yourself that during the break, you're going to record your closeout video. So I am recording my closeout video right before King comes home tomorrow. But let's get back to it. But being a mom is draining. And you love your kids. You want the best for them. And so if you're pouring into them, you're pouring into the world, it can be draining. So just be, give yourself grace. Give yourself lots and lots of grace, because sometimes we beat ourselves up for the smallest, tiniest things. And I know we don't want to make mistakes. We want to get it right all the time. And it can be extremely frustrating when we don't. But I challenge you just to give yourself some grace. That's something that I have adapted over the last actually, that's something I live by. It's one of my motto. Give yourself lots and lots of grace. Sometimes I beat myself up, but when I talk to the Lord, I come full circle right back. All right. So I get this question all the time. Yanique, where the heck do you find time? Well, if you were listening to the first segment of this video, you would recognize I don't find the time. The time, it's so scattered. It's every little mickle muckle time that I can find in everything that I do. I'm at the park. My son is over there playing. I got my laptop right here. I'm doing what needs to be done. Don't report me, but sometimes I'm driving. I'm doing what needs to be done. You just have to be in discipline and self-motivated. A lot of this that I do and accomplish is not because I'm finding the time. It's because I'm self-motivated. It's because I set goals that I know I need to accomplish, and I ain't gonna stop until I accomplish it. You know, if I'm being real, I'm the best person to put on any team, because if you tell me that you want this done and you want it by this time, you're going to get it done. I don't do unfinished. Sometimes I forget. That's another story. I need to go get my head checked out, because I don't know how I'm remembering some things. I'll tell myself I'm going to do something right now, and the next minute I don't remember. So that's another story. But talking about time, you have to be self-disciplined. I was having this conversation and I was asked, where do you find the time? Because when I go home, I just want to chill. Because when I go home, I just want to lay down and watch TV. And I said, there's the answer. Did you get your answer? I don't go home and chill. I don't go home and just watch TV unless there's literally something that I want to watch. I want to go binge watch, like Perfect Match or Love is Blind. I like watching those type of things. Then you will see me do that. But just to randomly turn on the TV and browse and see what's going on and give the people who are already millionaires and celebrities and who are so successful all of my time that God gave me, my little bit of 24 hours that God gave me to make good use of my time, I should just give it to some human being that are on TV? I think not. Of course, entertainment is important. You can't overwork yourself. I'm going to constantly go back to that. You cannot overwork yourself. But you also have to be self-disciplined. You also have to set your goals and work towards it. There are people whose goal is to go to work and go home and chill. Sometimes I wish my mind operated like that. Sometimes I literally say, why do my brain have to be overactive, where I am always thinking about something? Why can't I just be like regular people, and just go home and lay down and chill? I have questioned that. Would I want to do that? Yeah, if I find a rich man. Hey, rich man, hey, can I do that? Yeah, if I find somebody who is capable of taking good care of me and my son and providing, yes, I would love to do that. And I still wouldn't be fully contented doing that, because my brain needs something to do. So I'll probably be out there in doing some community service or helping someone move the needle from point A to point B. That's just me. I am born to help. I'm driven to help. I'm driven to see people be successful. That's something that I absolutely feel fulfilled when I see a person moving the needle from point A to Z. Come and now stop at B, and now stop at C. I want them to go all the way. And nothing gives me greater joy. And that's why sometimes I can't understand how people are envious and people are bad mind and people don't like to see people successful, because I don't have a slight piece of bone in me that thinks like that. So where do I find the time? I use the 24 hours that I get. I cut out stuff that are not important. I still have fun. I still go out and celebrate my people when it's time. I still take time for myself and do what matters to me, which is traveling and having experience, not sit and watch a movie star act all the time. I do watch, I go to the Carib, I go to, not Carib, I go to the theater, I do watch movies. But for me to dedicate all the time to doing that, no. And if that works for you, that works for you. A lot of people have family and that's their primary focus. They go home and they spend time with their family. And I love that for you. That's not my story. Would I want that to be my story? Yes, if that's what God put in front of me. Yes, if God says, Yanique, it's time for you to slow down. This is your husband. Please, God, send him my way. Send him my way so I can sit down and slow down. But until then, I am not going to sit idly and not work on myself or work on my goals because I'm patiently waiting for the person to come. He will come. He will come. God not gonna do that to me. God, you're not gonna do that to me. I'm not think God are gonna do that to me. God, I'm not think my responsibility on earth was to come on this earth and not find love or not find somebody to call my own and sit on my patio and talk to and eat food and laugh. I don't think God would do that to me. I think that is in the stars for me. God just not ready yet. Right, God? Right? Yes, my child. See? He answered. And no, I'm not gonna do that to man. That's why I'm patiently waiting. I ain't fussing, I ain't rushing. I ain't doing none of that. As God will go send my man come. Him I go send him come. So there's that. And as you guys know, because I can't not talk about it, I published my book, Sis, You Are Her. And so a lot of my stress is this right here. And I talk about self-care. I talk about being misunderstood because I think I am one of the most misunderstood person in history. And kudos to anybody who have actually taken the time to know me, learn me, and understand me. I applaud you because a lot of people don't. A lot of people judge me. A lot of people just think I'm something that I'm not. And so if you have taken the time to get to know me, get to know my heart, get to know my mind and how I think and why I do some of the things I do, thank you. Thank you. Because I really do believe I'm one of the most misunderstood person. Yep. So back to the book. Self-care. Yeah, you see me looking. This is 2025 has been a very busy year for me. It's been a trying time fitness-wise and self-care-wise because my brain is on completing whatever I'm working on. So the times that I used to go to the gym and exercise and spend quality time with myself, again, where do you find the time? You chop things. Some things go up on the chopping board that you don't even want to chop because y'all know me. I love to look good. I love to look good. And so as I see myself gaining weight and I start to be self-conscious about it, and I know if I don't nip it in the bud, it only gets worse. And so right now I'm back on that trajectory where I'm going back to the gym, I'm working out because I cannot allow myself to slip away. And so I'm encouraging you guys too. If you've been working on something nonstop, please take time for yourself. Don't do like me. Don't be like me. Take time for yourself. Take time for yourself because it's important. And so my book, Sis, You're Her, still available on Amazon. I would love for you to get a copy. Give it to a sister, give it to a friend, give it to your mom, your auntie, because we all as women go through stuff. And we all need a little bit of encouragement because it goes a long way. So if you can help someone, even if you are in a better place mentally, physically, and you don't need it for you, encourage someone else to get it or get it and gift it to somebody. And leave me a review because I would love to know what areas of the book resonate with you the most. Because again, this is partly my story, but mostly your story. I'm sure a chapter in the book is exactly what you're going through. Because I know I ain't the only one. And so far, from the feedback that I've gotten, and it hasn't been me, I'm not the only one going through the things that I went through. I spoke about some of my friends in here. I spoke about myself. Spoke about random people stories. So please get a copy of Sis You're Her. And while you're at it, girl, I got the journal now. And so when you start to read, you're going to have to do the inner work. You're going to have to process your thoughts and write out your own story. Because again, it may be my story, my friend's story, or somebody else's story that's in the book, but you have a story too. And you need to process that as you go. So you need to get the journal and write your answers in there. It's a beautiful journal. I love it. It's gold. The back is like this. It tells you what it is. The pages are colorful. I wanted to do colors and it gives you spaces to write in. So if you have not yet grabbed yours, you can get this on my website, Yanique PW. Order it there. I'll ship it out as soon as the order comes in. And I really would love your support. Like I don't beg much. I don't ask so much, honestly. But the work that I put in, the time and the energy and the mental capacity that it takes to actually create these, it was a lot. It was a lot. And so I did all of this with you in mind. I did all of this with helping another person to navigate life in mind. And so it doesn't deserve to stay in a box in my house or stay on a counter somewhere. And if you're in Georgia, you can actually get it at the booksellers in Georgia. But it doesn't deserve to just sit on a bookshelf. It deserves to be on your bookshelf, not just a random one. So grab it, grab it, grab it. And I wouldn't be doing myself and the book and the journal justice if I don't speak about her reflection space. Where's my juice when I need it? I didn't put juice right here. Oh, and guys, do you love my dress? I know it's crushed. Don't judge me, judge your mommy. But I wanted to freely speak, be my authentic self. I don't want to be studious. So I said, let me pretend I'm on vacation. So I put on my little vacation dress because I want my thoughts to flow. And if I feel like I'm on the beach, they're going to flow because I'm going to be relaxed and I won't need to pretend. So this is my dress. So let's talk about her reflection space. Her reflection space is a mobile web app. And what it does is allow you as a woman to process your thoughts. So there's journal entry, which is fully encrypted. You don't have to worry about me being able to read it. Once it hits the database, it's encrypted. So I can't access it. You can see it, but I can't access it. And so don't be afraid, don't be shy to actually use it. There's affirmation that goes out on a daily basis. If you sign up herreflectionspace.com/daily, you can get one every morning. That has actually been my saving grace for the last few months because every morning I look forward to the affirmation that comes through. A lot of it has resonated and a lot of it I've practiced throughout the day just to reinforce myself and remind myself I am that girl. And the shit. Yes, I said it. I am her, right? And so I encourage you to just sign up, go to herreflectionspace.com/daily. And on the app, this is where I need y'all. And again, I don't ask so much, but I'm going to ask y'all to do this. I created the app, not because of me, partially it's because of me because I needed it. And when I need something, I create something because I know other people need it too. And so when I put it out there, it's no longer just for me, it's for all of us. And when you go on that website, there is a section called Her Buddy. And what Her Buddy does is allow other women to be accountable partners to other women. So once you're on there, you can search the database, see what women are saying that they want to be held accountable for. And then you can step in and say, hey, I'll be your buddy and help that sister through whatever she's going through, whether it be fitness, whether it be dieting, mental issues. You can be that person for her. Then there's the chat room. So if you don't want to be one-on-one buddies, you can go in the chat room and encourage other women as well. I know the internet is there, but the internet has become so toxic that everybody just goes in for the kill. But this space is reserved for you to process your thoughts, for you to have a safe space. In fact, you literally have to sign that you're not going to be rude because the minute you start being rude, you're out. The goal is for us to feel safe enough to speak and be affirmed and be motivated and understand that you're not alone because other women are in the space that can either teach you about how they got through it are going through it and need support, or are at the beginning stage and can just listen in. So this is what the space does. And then there is the education piece of it. It gives you cards that you can read and study about different areas, whether it be self-care, mental issue, finances, because a lot of those things are what cause us to go through some of the things that we go through. So I provide that in the app as well. And then there are challenges. You can sign up for the 30-day challenge where you get a different prompt every morning for you to do it. Or you can sign up for the saving challenge where mid-year now you still have 6 months that you can still jump in and save. And then what else is on there? There's just so much. And I just encourage you to get on the app and go explore it. Don't let it just be sitting there. Similar to the book. Don't let the book sit on the shelf. You know, we support strangers. And I find that even with me, the biggest support that I've gotten are from strangers. And I love that. I love that people can see the value in the things that I'm doing and decide to support. But if you're watching this and you're a friend, you're a family member, your support goes a long way. So I encourage you to go and check stuff out. I'm not saying that if you're not going through something that you still need to. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I would love it if you still support and share it to another sister and another person and tell people to share. I would still appreciate that support. But I'm not gonna force you to speak and seek healing if you don't need healing. But you can share it with somebody that does. All right. So again, get the book, Sissy or Her, get the journal, Her Reflection, and go on the app, man. Don't let the app just sit there. Okay, so I spoke about support, and I'm gonna say it again. You can listen, you can share the podcast, you can tell somebody else about the book, you can buy it for somebody as a gift, you can sign up on the website for the affirmation, you can give me feedback. Just so, do you recognize how many ways you can actually give support? There's so many ways you can purchase when things become available. You can speak my name in rooms that I'm not in. You can advocate for me. You can, if you have a company and you have something coming up, a wellness event, you can tell them that I know somebody who has written a wellness book, who have a wellness app. Let her come in and speak. It's not easy because you know what I'm doing. And again, I'm appreciative of every single soul that has supported. I am so, so appreciative. It's not easy work. So I've been getting into my Bible. It's called A Bible for Busy Moms. And I opened the book just now and it goes to this page. A woman of character. If your life were condensed into short synopsis, one brief sentence, what would be said of you? So ironic that went to that page. How our lives are summarized depends on the choices we make each day. We have the tendency to become distracted with the cares and responsibility of life. If this ain't a word, laundry piles up, bills need to be paid, children get sick. As we care for our family and do our work, it's easy to become sidetracked from our primary purpose, pleasing God. My gosh, this is a word. Listen, the book just go right there. It just opened to that page, okay? It is easy to give lip service to spiritual things than to stay on course, keeping in step with the spirit. So how will you be remembered? What will be said of you? More important, how will God summarize your life? So reflect and pray. What is one sentence you could use to summarize your life so far? What might God want to change in your life so that your life summary will be different? What step will you take today to walk in God's way? Lord, if this ain't a word, it's so fitting, guys. It's so fitting. Who would have thought that it would fall on this page? So I'm building a life of purpose. And I tell people all the time, the work that I'm doing now has to be from God. It just have to be from God. Because if I was to go up there and just choose to write this book and be so vulnerable and share my story, it probably wouldn't have gotten done. So there is a higher force that's encouraging this, that is making this all possible. And so I need to lean more into it, which is why I have started reading more of my Bible, because I was slacking on that too. And I tell myself this is a season to get closer to God. So I leave that with you. A life of purpose. What will that look like for you? What would people say about you today? If you ask somebody to sum you up, what would they say? So, my new project, I'm so excited. Guys, I am so excited. I'm so excited. And I want your support again. I know, Yanique, how much things you want me to support you with? Everything. I'm so excited about this project. So I've built an app, an event coordination app, bred from my own pain again. I was planning an event and just the thought of having to do everything manually never sat right with me. So Yanique did what she does best. Solution. Yeah, I solution the problem. So I'm looking for testers. So if you're interested in testing my app, if you have an event coming up and you want to test it with your event, it does all of these things. RSVP, ticket sales. It tells you if you can actually sell your meals. So if you're selling meals, you can add it there. If you're having a potluck style event, you can add all the items that you want people to bring and they claim it within the app. You can add songs. You can add discussion board. You can send SMS updates. It's equipped, guys. It's ready. So I need testers and I need feedback. So if you test it, you can't just test it for free and not give me the feedback. I need feedback. Okay? I'm being nice. Pretty please, I need some feedback. So I think it's almost, I would say 80%, and just waiting for any feedback so I can do one last batch edit and then it would be ready. It would be ready. I'm actually really excited about it. I love it. It's useful. It's doing what it ought to do. And I know if you're an event planner or somebody that, do family reunions or Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving type event, it would be very useful for you. Churches, PTAs, those type of events that use like Sign Up Genius and stuff like that, it would definitely work for you. So please reach out to me, comment, and I'll reach out to you, send you the link so you can test it out. All right. So no, I didn't disappear because I stopped caring. And I felt a little bad. And kudos to that one person that missed me on Facebook. Thank you for missing me. Thank you for feeling that my present have disappeared. Thank you for acknowledging that. It's great to know that I am missed, and I just want you to know that I appreciate you. I appreciate the conversation that we had. Oftentimes you do things and you don't think people are actually watching or listening, but they are. And so when we had that conversation and you made it known that you look out for my post on a daily basis because it helps you to process your own thoughts and emotions and it helps you to feel motivated, that definitely moved something in me. Because again, it can appear that nobody sees your posts and nobody cares and nobody even care for them, So when you told me that, I felt a little bit bad, but I also went right back to where we started it with this conversation, that I can't pour into others if I don't have enough capacity. And so I still needed a break. I still needed to step away and get myself right. And so I think once I'm back, once I'm in a better mental, physical, emotional state, I'll be back to, continue the marathon, because this ain't no sprint. I didn't write this and give up. I didn't design this and give up. It ain't no sprint. It's a freaking marathon that God has blessed me with the talent to create these things, the know-how to get it done, and just the energy and drive, even though I slow down, guys. I slow down. But even just all of that God has blessed me with. And so I want to pour that back into you. I want to give you all that. But I have to be okay. I have to be strong. I have to be healthy too. And it means taking time away. My son wasn't here, and it was a perfect time to take away, because it allows me to focus on just me for a minute. Self-care is important, man. It's very important. So I didn't disappear. I just paused, because I'm human and I feel and I sense things, and sometimes I beat myself up real bad. But then I just remind myself I need to give myself grace. Sometimes I feel lost. I feel like I'm around people, but I'm not. Yeah. But I'm still here. I'm still building. I'm still healing. I'm still hurting sometimes. And most of all, I am still learning and I'm still becoming. I make mistakes. Sometimes I overshare, like I'm probably doing right now. And people use that shit against me. I know. But one thing I pride myself on, and I'll continue to pride myself on it, is my realness. I am freaking real. What you get is what you get. I've been told multiple times, pretend. That's the way that you get through life. I don't know how to do that shit. I'm too real for that. I'm too real. And I know it's showing your hands too much, and you become predictable, and that softens your power. But I don't want power if it means that I have to compromise my authenticity. So what you get is what you get. I am me. I am me, man. I am me. And my intuition is strong. So if I sense something, I may ask. I may ask about it. It doesn't mean that I want to fight or fuss. I want to confirm that the talent and the superpowers that God gave me is actually real. And I've already confirmed that. So thank you, God. Thank you for giving me a superpower. All right. So season 3 of the blueprint. Will there be one? Will there not be one? Decisions, 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 decisions. If there is a season 3, I want it to feel more intentional, more honest conversation, more fitting for the things that I am interested in, the things that I like to do. The growth that I want to see in people. The initial plan was this year we'll focus on healing. Next time we'll speak about evolving. And I think I may continue to do that. But with evolving, it's going to be about women who have actually healed, like we did this season. Or we interview women, they went through their trauma, they healed through it, they're still healing through it. And then the E is for those who are evolving through it. So whether they started a business, they got back on track with their career, they're doing so well. And we're going to look at practical tips. So maybe somebody who builds app like myself will come in and speak about what that process is like. An author will walk us through literally like a workshop and talk to us about how they went about their process of publishing. So that's what season 2, and it may incorporate men too. So maybe season 3 won't just be women; it will be people who are capable of showcasting how they have evolved through life and what they're doing and share some tips so others can actually learn from it. So that's the big plan that I have for season 3. And I know I said a lot. To everyone who listened, share, remember, please continue to subscribe. I'm still trying to get to 1,000. This is the hardest 1,000 to get to. OMG. YouTube is hard to get subscribers. I don't know if it's because y'all don't use YouTube much, but it's so difficult to get subscribers on here. You can't monetize nothing until you have 1,000 and some watch hours. And so if you can subscribe to my channel or share it to somebody else for them to subscribe, your girl is human. I have feelings too, you know. Sad sometimes when I don't subscribe and I'm say, I have 4,000 people on my Facebook, I have 5,000 people Instagram, and I say, hey, can you all go subscribe to my YouTube? And nobody subscribe, me feel away. I feel away. I ain't even gonna lie. I feel away because it's not supposed to be that hard. Nobody has ever asked me to do anything to support them and I don't. So why I can't support me? Why y'all don't support me? Anyways, this session is a gratitude session. So thank you guys for everyone who showed out, go through the interview process and stay the course and shared their own video. Because I find that when we do interviews, if that person think that they're doing you a favor or is not as interested as you are in the podcast, they don't share. And so when they don't share, it's almost like a slap in the face because it's your people that need to watch it to see how you are doing on your own podcast. And if you don't share, then yeah, right? And so to everybody who shared their own podcasts and got people to watch it, thank you. To everyone who signed up and be a part of the Blueprint Season 2, thank you so much. To everyone who provided feedback, shop my book, my reflection journal, thank you. You mean a lot to me, and I appreciate the support. I love y'all. I'm just filled with gratitude. You know, I'm not gonna cry, guys. I'm not gonna cry. But I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. I did 20 episodes this year. 20. This one is closing out to be 20. 20 episodes. Oh, but God, where did I find that many people willing to sit down and talk to me? People from all walks of life. So thank you, Lord, for making this all possible. Thank you, Jesus, for loving me. Thank you, Jesus, for sending the right people to me. And thank you all for watching these videos, listening to the podcast, sharing, liking, commenting, and giving me direct feedback. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love you all. So I'll leave this with you. If there's something that you're working on, keep going. Keep going. Focus on the problem that you're fixing. See it clearly. Ask for feedback. Listen with your ears. Go back to the drawing board. Modify what needs to modify. If a T needs to be crossed, if a dot needs to be dotted, change it. Ask for feedback. That's what I did with my book. My book covers, I send it everywhere. Hey, which one do you think? Which one is better? And bring people in. That's my biggest lesson. You cannot do it all alone. No matter how strong you is, no matter how brave and courageous you are, you cannot do it all alone. So seek help, seek guidance, seek support, but don't give up on your dreams. If The Rock can advertise shampoo and he don't have no hair on him head, you better not give up on your dream. You better not stop working. You better keep going. You hear me? I don't want to hear you're tired or you're busy or I don't want to hear that. Take rest when you're tired, but keep going. Start. Don't say you have the idea in your mind and it just put on the table, or you write it in a book or you put it on. Yes, writing it is a start, but don't just abandon your dreams, because when you get older, you're going to have regrets. Try it. If you fail, you fail. Failure is not the end. A lot of what you see, a lot of these invention, everything around us, the person that was making it failed multiple times, but they kept going. And so that's my message to you today. Keep going. Keep trying. And believe in your dream. Because if you don't believe, why anybody else gonna believe? Why anybody else gonna believe in your product? Why anybody else gonna support it? If you, I'm just a try a thing. No. I've been guilty of that. It don't help. It does not help. So I'm not going to talk y'all ears off anymore. Thank you for supporting season 2. I love y'all. I'm going to go get me some food. This is my last evening without my little boy before him come back and start tear down the place again. Pray for me. Say a word of prayer, and I'm going to pray for y'all too. Dear God, thank you so much for all of these amazing supporters, all of these amazing people who see my vision, see my goals, see my ideas, and are willing to push a finger on that phone to either share, comment, support, and encourage. Lord, I pray that whatever dreams, whatever goals that they have, that they'll get clarity, that they'll be able to persevere through it, dear God, that they will not quit, that they will not give up, and that they will start, dear God, because once you start, that's where everything comes to life. So Lord, as I pray, dear God, and we work to plan out season 3, I pray that it will be another successful season. I enjoy this season immensely. Thank you for giving me the talent, the knowledge, the understanding, the grit to keep going and to never give up and to finish anything that I start, dear God. In the mighty name of Jesus, I put my life, my son, my family, my goals, my vision in your hands, and I ask you to continue to bless them, dear God, and continue to give me what was needed to pour into others. In Jesus' mighty name, I pray. Thank you. Amen. Take care. Love y'all. Bye until next season. Please be recording. Thank God. Thank you for watching another episode of The Blueprint. Please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share this video. Until next week, take care. Bye.